Well, howdy y'all, it is Frightman and I am here to keep you spooktacular. Now today we're going to be showing you this backdrop at night. But before we get there, let me give you a little bit of information on how I got here and what took me so long. So hang on while we get this ball rolling. So if you haven't been keeping up with my videos, I had a driveway replacement scheduled and that was supposed to happen after Halloween. But they called me a couple weeks ago and they said, hey, we have an opening. Can we do it today? I was like, heck, I get a new driveway for Halloween. Yes, that's important because it's been kind of a trip hazard. So I was pretty excited to get that done. So that has been done, but that also delayed me on my Halloween. I anticipated videotaping my journey along the way to this build, but unfortunately, because of the time frame that I had left, I had to go ahead and build it. But I'm going to talk about what I did build at this point. So we're going to start with a chain that I used just to section off the yard. And this chain is pretty easy to make. So all we have is a piece of rebar here in the ground. And then I have a 1/2 inch piece of PVC that I have painted black. And at the top of that 1/2 inch PVC, we have a T. And it's not even glued, it's just stuck on here. And what that does is that allows me to take this chain and run it through the T and out the T. So therefore, I am capable of having the entire yard blocked off with this. I will put a link to this chain in the description here. And this is actually just a plastic chain that I have painted with some silver paint from the Home Depot. And then just to kind of give it a finishing touch on each of the poles, I've added this $1.25 skeleton from Dollar Tree. If you haven't seen it, we'll start off with the garage door cover from Spirit Halloween. Looks pretty great at night. Coming off of the roof, I have multiple amputated body parts and heads. We have some bats and we have different things that are hanging off of the roof here. This is a electric chair that my brother and myself built, and this has a box that will be mounted here with an on and off switch. These actually light up and make noise. The box will make a lot of noise and we'll have some hot wires. And what this is this is actually a photo opportunity that a lot of the folks like to sit in and just take a video of them getting electrocuted, and it works out really well. I also have another one of these guys that's coming tomorrow, so I will have two of those, one on each side of the chair. Now the backdrop for the front of the house this year, I've decided to use a black cloth. This is actually a background for a photo studio, but it was pretty cheap on Amazon and you get quite a big piece. So another thing you're going to see in the nighttime video is fog coming up from here, which looks really cool at these lights, or with the lights. So I just put a fog machine right here on the patio, and then I have a washer or a dryer hose that I have painted black. I spray the fog into that, and then I've poked holes throughout the hose, and it goes all the way down to the edge of the house, and it does a pretty good job at spreading out the fog. And as you can see, the entire front of that house is covered with that cloth. So it gives me a couple of cool effects. So here we will have a projector with the ghost going up on it. And right here, this is just a floating head. So it's behind a tombstone, but with the black background at night and being on a black pole here. So that kind of makes the pole disappear and you just have a floating head. So from a perspective of the yard doesn't really have anything in it here. And the reason for that is this is where all of my animatronics will go. And I will be sharing out the floor plans, I guess, for those animatronic layouts at the end of the video as well. Pumpkins, of course, they light up. In the graveyard section, I have a bride and groom. This beautiful ghost who does a great job of scaring folks. I have taken my Scully skeleton, put a mask on him, dropped him in a wheelchair, and he looks pretty cool at night as well. Last but not least, I have a mannequin that I purchased off of Amazon, and that is where the beautiful Valak resides. So in just a minute, we're going to jump over to that night video for you so you can see what it looks like at night. Again, this is just my backdrop, and all of the animatronics will be out in the yard. Because of weather and because of theft, I don't like to keep my animatronics out. I wish that I could. I know some people do, but I just sleep better at night knowing that they're in the garage. So now we're going to take a look at what the animatronic layout is going to look like in the yard. We'll have a lot of stuff lining up and down the driveway, but right now we're just going to stick to showing you the animatronics. This weekend I'll be getting it all set up and doing a rehearsal with the fog machines and the lights and everything. So I will have another video coming out soon to where you can see the full picture. If things go well, we'll be live streaming on Halloween night as well, maybe for an hour or so. So it's a pretty cool thing to see. Stick around. We're going to look at the nighttime view.
3, 2, 1.
So that's going to be everything until this weekend. Please stick around so you can see what it looks like with the full setup over the weekend. Like, subscribe, comment. I need you to keep this going. And until next time, stay spooky, my friends.